Hello to my Taurians. This is Queen Amara coming to you with your general reading, Taurus. This is your reading for the 10th through the 18th of September 2025. Let's get into it. If you've been with me for quite some time, you recognize this setup here. All right. But if you're new to my channel, welcome. You're coming back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's get right into your reading. Let's get it. Let's see what is going on. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. All right. All right, Taurus, let's do it. Let's see what is going on here in your spread. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. Sending you all lots of love and light your way. Your first card up here. Let's get the intention set first. I detach myself from anger and I replace it with compassion. Replace it with compassion. All right, so your first card up here is the Hierophant card. This is your card, right? So like I said, this is going to be for the week of September 10th through the 18th of 2025. And let's see what Spirit has in store for you all this week. So first card up is there's a present situation, is the Hierophant card. So this card leads this entire spread here, which I've already prayed over and shuffled cards. And this is what I came out with, right? So here we have... you may feel drawn to structure, faith, and also teaching, because this week is about wisdom, tradition, and spiritual guidance for you all, right? And so what came out is the Seven of Pentacles here. And so patience, this is a challenge here. You know, patience may test you. You've planted some seeds, but results may not come as quickly as you'd like. The challenge is to trust divine timing, right? So yeah, so that's your challenge here, is growing your money. That could be a challenge for you all right now, but don't get frustrated, because you all are known for your patience. And this is where, you know, this is where I feel like somebody is going to be talking to a higher, you know, talking to spirit, you know. And then your past influences have been, you know, the Six of Swords here, right? And so recently you've been moving away from difficult decisions or difficult situations. Healing and transitioning, you know, have shaped where you are right now. So this is what you possibly have in common with an Aquarius, is basically like the seed has been planted, but again, patience is going to be key when you're planting seed. Like think about like when you get a flower pot or just get soil, you plant the seeds, you got to put it in proper sunlight. First, you got to read the instructions on like what kind of plant it is, because you got to see if it needs proper sunlight, how to water it, what kind of environment to put it in, all of those things, right? So, but you're learning how you're going through some kind of a transition of kind of getting back to self. I feel like somebody getting back to pure consciousness of just like how patient Taurians are. Because this tower lets me know that you're around an impulsive energy that basically has been putting a blowtorch in your back, telling you to rush. And it seems like somebody is now saying somebody is getting in between the money. Somebody is saying somebody is getting in between some money, a financial situation here for you all, when really nobody has any control over that. So the future influences is this, right? This is the future influence. Say a new financial or career opportunity is coming your way. And this is the start of something stable and abundant. This is also giving somebody, we just had 9-9 portal, but it's also giving you an opportunity to break free of anybody who is trying to rush your financial situation, right? You need something steady, long-term, something that's going to grow, all those things. And so what Source is trying to help somebody do is focus on their financial health and financial literacy, not quick money. And so you got somebody in your circle that you're hooking up with, right? You got somebody that you're hooking up with that's basically saying that somebody is getting in the way of that, right? But it's going to stop you from getting to your 11th house. You are ruled second house. It'll stop your 11th house. It'll mess up your friendships, and that's what somebody is doing. It's like, okay, somebody has an impulsive spirit somewhere in here, right? So it's time to make a decision. This is a Lover's card. You're aiming for alignment, connection, and meaningful choices. This could involve love, partnerships, or committing to what truly resonates with your heart, right? This is what's trying to come in. Some kind of a partnership in business and or in love. And the rewards are going to be great. So what Source is trying to do is smoke out the enemy, like within. Like if the enemy within, it's like giving you an opportunity to break some kind of generational cycle chain and curse so something doesn't become a part of your legacy. All right. So what about the unconscious influences? That would be 9 of Wands for you, right? So deep down, you may feel weary from past struggle, yet this card shows resilience. You're stronger than you think. By default, Taurians are very patient. Just by default, y'all are very patient sign. Unless you all have been raised by or around people who is like, you're moving too slow, you're taking too long to do this, you're taking too long to do that, and so planting that seed, in you very early on that you rush is going to end up, it'll end up backfiring. You're attaching yourself to someone else's temptations of rushing instead of just moving through storms of life calmly, trying to move on to calmer waters. So somebody is like really putting a fire to somebody. And this 9 of Wands here lets me know when you look back at how you've rushed in the past, it doesn't reap a lot of rewards because you haven't had a chance to process your thoughts. Matter of fact, it throws you into a level of anxiety that just, you're all over the place, and it's just like a bull in a china closet. For real, your symbol is a bull. It comes off as very bullying. It comes off as, that's why I'm saying you're detaching yourself from anger and you're replacing it with compassion. That's what somebody's like, okay, it takes time to grow your money. It takes time to, process. But when you rush, it comes across as anxiety. I gotta hurry up. Somebody's getting between, just blah, 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 And so when you're around those types of energies, yeah, it doesn't, it's just like quick money here, gone here today, gone tomorrow. And so you're getting some advice here, right, from someone who is, you're leading with emotional balance and compassion. You're trying to stay calm even when others around you may not be. So this could be a man or woman, but Source is saying to you, somebody who is empathetic, someone who is also sympathetic, to you trying to grow your money and it's not moving as fast as you thought it would be moving. And somebody's saying somebody else is trying to get in the way of that. Money is a source of energy, is a form of energy, right? So it's a frequency. What frequency are you? If you're on a low vibrate, if you're around low vibrating energies who are constantly telling you to rush, that is not how you all are built. You all are built, when you're patient with people, when people get from Taurians, when you're a high vibrating Taurus, when you all are patient, and you get a chance to just kind of weigh all your options, people don't know that you just have staying power, right? You're just going to hang in there, right? But if you feel like you rush to something because somebody feel like you got to hurry up, make a decision, because this is all about decisions. Who you partnering with, them or them? Like it's something as a competition. Source is something about you is going to make you leave and never come back. Now somebody is getting, what you have in common with people. When you feel like you're just constantly rush, you don't get a chance to sit, think, by the water, pour into yourself. Y'all get the whole point, right? So your hopes is a tower, right? Hopes and fears are towers. So you may feel sudden change or disruptions. But remember, when the tower shows up, it clears away the unstable, so strong foundations can be built. So the tower card is not always a bad thing because you're having a total recall. You're saying, okay, I've had a total recall that when I haven't had a chance to really sit and think things through, they don't end up backfiring on me. Whether that's in romantic relationships, friendships, jobs, when I've had a chance to say, okay, let me go home and think about this. Let me go take a drive, whatever you do to, take your time to whatever. Yeah. So that's what Source is trying to help somebody learn how to do, is that's your fears, right? And so this is the 10 of Pentacles. This is the outcome. So by week's end, you're going to feel grounded, long-term stability, family or financial security, and this is the abundance unfolding after patience and persistence. Yeah, because again, you have an ancestor that's been talking to you the whole time. And if you have pets, you may have been wondering, what are your pets looking at the ceiling for? Like they're looking all around. Who they barking at, right? But Source is saying, what's happening here is Source is trying to show you, this week calls for you to stay patient and steady while new opportunities emerge. Right? Somebody has a leadership position that you've been praying for. You've been asking Source for. Somebody has been heavily, like, I'm trying to grow my money. I'm trying to move on to calmer waters. You know, and somebody's constantly saying somebody's getting in the way of that. Nobody has the power to do that. No human has the power to do that. Right? So basically somebody could feel judged, like people are looking down on you for whatever reason. Nope. Don't even let the enemy get in your mind. So source is saying, keep speaking teamwork into what is your definition of team. Team does not mean you're rushing until you look back and then your marriage is gone, friendships are gone, this is gone, that's gone because you felt rushed, you know, to do something. That's where the answer no comes in. No, I'm not rushing. I haven't had a chance to process, think, nothing. Like, why am I being rushed into something? Somebody just now knows that, hey, if I feel like I'm being rushed into something, 9 times out of 10, it's going to end. It's not going to end pretty. So if this message resonates with you, because source is trying to tell you that, you know, trust that the foundations that you're building now will lead to lasting success, Taurus, will lead to lasting success. When people are around people, family members and friends that planted that seed, you got to hurry up and rush this. How come this isn't happening? You rushing. It can make you feel like you're a bull in a china closet. So when something goes wrong, it's like, okay, you don't even realize how far down this tower falls because everything is just tumbling over. Everything is tumbling over because somebody told you to rush to do something real quick to make some quick money. So here we have, make a list of pros and cons. Somebody could have a family member that does stuff like that. Hurry up and get married to that person because I can see they on their way up. They making some good money. You know, we can get some bills paid in this family. We can get this such and such going. And you're just a naturally patient person. And you got family members that's telling you hurry up and marry somebody that's making some money so that they can get their bills paid. And then next thing you know, you realize after the fact, man, that was probably my twin flame. Or that was probably somebody that, you know, would encourage me spiritually. And they would have been just as patient with me as I would have been with them. Right? Y'all got to understand the definition of a twin flame. You may find a twin flame maybe once in a lifetime. Right? And that's somebody who is not, you know, putting a blowtorch in your back. So source is saying to you, you have the gift of clairvoyance. You see things very, very clearly now. You're starting to see things very clearly. Your peace is paramount. Yeah, your peace is paramount. Somebody's in a crisis. That's why somebody is rushing. Hurry, some sun's coming in between such and such. But somebody has been, that seed was planted very early on, and this is how you grow money. Something was planted very early on, and hurry up, get married, right? Hurry up, get married. It's planted in a lot of people. But so there's nothing wrong with marriage, absolutely nothing wrong with marriage if that's what you want to do. But if somebody is rushing you into something because they feel like that's the way it's going to double their money, and you got people who are enabling around these energies, so it's just saying something's coming tumbling down. So it's time to open your vault door. That's his next phase of life. Archangel Michael, the dispenser of justice, is with you. Yeah, and we're talking about justice. Yeah, so don't cast your pearls before swine. This looks like this is for you and your twin flame. Y'all had the same seeds planted in y'all spirit by the same type of a spirit. Hurry up and get married with somebody so you can increase, your money can grow, but so that you can be you and somebody coming together can actually be the bank for both sides of the family. That's why you're no longer going to be casting pearls before swine. When you're letting family members, you don't even have a chance to even process your thoughts. That's how people get married. They like, okay, just replace this one. Okay, this one is gone. Okay, go replace this one. Is that one making enough money? Okay, they can pay everybody's bills. You haven't even had a chance to even know what a twin flame is. So keep moving forward. So leave them behind. Your new home awaits. Yeah, so solar plexus chakra cleanse. Yeah, so somebody wants to call you, but they haven't changed. Yeah, always bet on you. Somebody is all about the almighty, whatever the currency is in your country. Or you just praying for them, but somebody secretly has a crush on you. Who cares at this point, for real? Like, because you're trying to get your affairs in order. You're trying to grow your money, and people who are just all they focusing on is a crush. That's a distraction right now for somebody. And even though when the moon moves to your zodiac sign, Taurus is a sign that teaches people that things like sex and money are not evil, but if it's used the wrong way, it can become that. It can become like almost like like idolizes it, right? But you inspire some people to heal. Yep. Somebody's ex wants to return, child. Anyway, somebody has a bitter ex's lover that wants them. Just a bunch of drama. Pour into yourselves more. Yeah, because you're a star in your own right. So just relax. Source has something that you prayed for, somebody in a leadership position or more money coming across your path. It's coming. You just got to be patient. Just like I'm telling y'all, somebody needs, what's going to help you all, earth signs just in general, is just by anybody that's on the cusp of an earth sign is buying like a flower pots. No plants that's already grown out of it. I'm talking about when it's just soil. When you plant the seeds, when you got to really learn how to nurture it. Like really just, how much sunlight does it need a day? How much this and that. That's going to really help somebody to plan properly. And so when you look at that, when you got people around you trying to rush something to grow, rush a love relationship, rush a friendship, rush a, because they blame everybody else. This is coming between, so-and-so. So it's like, no, it takes time. Somebody only saw something coming out of the soil. Somebody just saw somebody's money growing and that's it. But they didn't see how deep the roots went. Yeah, so 144, connect. So communicate with the divine. Your angels are urging you to make a connection with the divine in your daily life. Somebody wants to strengthen your ability to communicate on a high vibrational level. Sit in meditation right now with your hands on your crown chakra. That's the top of your head. And envision yourself opening up to the wisdom of the divine. Yep. So yeah, people who after, they realize, okay, somebody just was just looking for them to just grow their money. No respect whatsoever. Don't want them to have access to anything else. Just give me the money. Just give me. There's nothing to do with age. If somebody saw somebody, so if somebody's starting to see something. Here we have sacral chakra cleanse. Hey, yeah. So this is where, think of 3 ways mostly, if not always, want to feel an ideal relationship. The second thing is figure out what other people could do to help you feel this way. And then 3, when you're ready, let them know rather than keep them guessing. So somebody is now learning how to water the seeds that have been planted in you. You're uprooting something. You're getting to the root of something. Getting to the root of something. Why is somebody, all they care about is just growing their money? That's it. They don't care about nothing else. Why are they like that? Why are they like that? And why would they do something behind someone's back? This is what you have in common. Why is somebody like that? Like somebody now getting to the root, somebody getting to the Ace of Pentacles, because right now you're starting out with the 7 of Pentacles. Like that seed has been planted very early on. Who is like that? Right? I guarantee you, Taurus, somebody has been telling you the same thing for years, but something is going to hit different this time. Something is going to hit real different this time. You're going to wake up. Because everybody else is moving on. So you're just left there with a particular type of a spirit. And so it's just like, you have no choice but to see it. You don't have a choice but to see it. So, because the same seed was planted in you. That's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.